away. Alright, let's see. sorry. Oh, Peekaboo says hello. You gonna help? Okay. Just getting some things together. We had a bit of excitement a few minutes ago. Here, now I can sit down too. Can you believe how big he's getting? He weighed 5 pounds at his last appointment, which was Tuesday. So we have our appointments every Tuesday. Ooh. There, now you can see him next to my hands. What's up? 5 pounds. He's a big boy. So, I've been spending probably 8 hours a day doing physical therapy with him. We do a morning session, and then we put our splints on, and we wear them as long as we can. And then we give him a little break, and then we do more stretching, and then we put splints on again. And so you can see right now I have his right splint on. Well, I don't know if you can see, but there it is. But not his left, because I tried to get his left on, but he was not having it. So if he's not having it, then it is impossible to do. He's very feisty. But he's doing really well otherwise. He's very happy and loves to play, and he's quite healthy. He's just his usual stubborn, willful self, which is what got him through in the forest. Oh, look, it's your favorite bunny. She's gonna steal your camping tent. What are you gonna do about that? That bunny has stolen your tent. You should see the look on his face as he tries to decide whether to act or to allow this incursion. He definitely has Cassidy muzzle puffs, and he has muzzle puffs too. Are you my big boy? Oh, that bunny. That bunny has called down the thunder, hasn't she? So you're gonna take it out on this sparkle puff. Here, I'll move you this way, and then you can watch the bunny and play with your sparkle puff. It's not super easy for him being in the splints because he can't get around as easily. When he's splinted, both because this vest is pretty stiff and tight, and also because, you know, he's got this somewhat bulky leg brace on that's connected to the vest. That's the only way that I can get it to stay up, is to connect. It goes all the way up here and then velcros to the vest. And he started to get a little bit of a sore spot from taping and untaping so much. So I'm using less tape which means I have to redo it more frequently. But he's gotten a lot better about tolerating it. If you watched any of the therapy sessions, like over the last couple of weeks, when I would get him splinted, I just couldn't move, because once I moved, he would have one of his little Incredible Hulk moments and then burst out of his splints. But he's been doing much better about that, I think, because I've been able to modify the splints. This is like, 5 or 6 iterations later, and they're much less bulky, and I'm sure more comfortable. Are you a good boy? Are you such a good boy? He's a pretty good boy. You are a good boy. Surprisingly, he still seems to tolerate me, despite all of the horrible things I have to do to him on a regular basis, which is good. Oh, are you such a good boy? So, let's see. His right leg, this morning I was able to get to about 105-degree angle. Sometimes it's hard to get a good measurement because I have to hold his leg with both hands to get it into a stretch, and then you have to somehow get the goniometer. I'll show you. This is how we measured the angle. So then somehow you have to get this placed just right so that it's following his femur, and then this is on his knee, and then that goes down his tibia. And so it's not always super easy to get a good measurement. I'll tell you what he is right now, though. It's easy when he's in the splint. He's at about 145 degrees in the splint right now, which is okay. It's good, but it's not like amazing. It's not too bad. Our goal, though, is that he would be able to bend to like 30 degrees. So you can see progress is slow, and it's a lot of work to make a tiny amount of progress. So 105 is the best I've gotten with his right stump. His left stump is not making a lot of progress. And so I'm trying to focus on the right stump since there aren't enough hours in the day. I can't get him into both splints at the same time usually, so I'm trying to at least see if I can get one of them, the good one, working, and then maintain the bad one on the left. And then if I can get the good one working, then maybe I can really focus on the bad one after that. I don't know, but there's only so much that I can ask him to do in a day. So he's got a much better attitude about it than I do a lot of the time. But not all the time. Sometimes he gets pretty rambunctious. Hey, Barty. So, yeah, what if he can't get to the angle we want? That is the question. So there is a cat recently named Vincent who got some implants, not exactly the same thing, but similar. He has the most similar injury to what Cassidy has, and also had that problem with hyperextending knees. So they ended up amputating above the knee and then implanting into the femur so that he is now walking from his hips. So that gives us something to at least look at to see how he would do. He's pretty much not using his knees now anyway to get around. I don't know. I don't know if that would be the end of the world, but it certainly would be better if his knees would function properly and we could do implants into his tibias. And then I imagine there would have to be some continuing physical therapy to teach him how to use his legs properly again once they're anatomically corrected. Oh, did you just pet your Barty? That's nice. That's nice. Oh, and your bunny's right there. So good. So, otherwise, a lot of people see how good he is at getting around in the videos and think, why can't we just leave him the way he is? There are a few issues with that. One is that he is developing sores on his stumps from where they rub on the ground. And so that would be an ongoing issue, sores and infections. And the other issue is that it's not comfortable for him to have his knees hyperextended all the time. And as he gets bigger, it's just going to get worse. And so at some point, we would most likely have to amputate above the knees to remove that issue. So he's looking at surgery either way, basically. But so all of this is just about trying to help him have the best possible option for the best quality of life long term. So we do have some options, but we haven't really started to explore those things. We'll probably talk about them when we are in North Carolina later this month. We are going at the end of the month to meet with Dr. Marcel and Little, and there won't be any surgery or anything done at that point. It's just an exploratory meeting. Ooh, Bartlett. He does not have a teeny tiny passport. We'll have to get him a teeny tiny rabies shot. We're doing on Tuesday. And then he needs a health certificate, which we'll get on Tuesday. And we do have all of our travel arrangements worked out. But I appreciate we received some very kind people offering help with that. And thank you very much. That's very kind of you. We will have quite a tight schedule. Oh, just a little nibbling on the Bartlett. Just some minor love bites. And now back to the bunny. So I know the suitcase. I've been trying to figure out what all I need to bring, and his stuff is going to take up probably the whole suitcase, because he will obviously fly in the cabin with us, and but he'll need all of his little accessories and splints and tape and outfits, and obviously his tent will be coming along, and his favorite blankets and his toys. So he does not know how to pack light. Nope. But you see how I hate leaving him in the splints for so long, because it makes it so much harder for him to get around. But I'm hoping that this won't be, well, I know it won't be forever. It will either be an option to save his knees, or it won't at some point. So maybe a few more months of this, and then we can make a decision. We'll see if we've made enough progress. But I had no idea what we were getting into. No idea. But that's why you haven't seen me as much on the other cams, because I wake up and I immediately, the first thing I do is start physical therapy time. And it takes many hours. Many hours. Where's your other leg? That looks uncomfortable. There you go. Oh, it's a puffball. So, but regardless of what happens, everyone on the team is 100% committed to doing whatever is best for him in the long term. And whatever our options are, we're exploring every possible option. We're working with the best. Dr. Marcel Little is world renowned for this sort of thing, and he's got access to all of the cutting edge equipment and people, and he's done similar things before, and so he's extremely knowledgeable and is also committed to only doing what's in Muzzlepuff's best interest. So that's pretty awesome. Dr. Ferguson will be joining us. He will be traveling with his personal physician on the trip, so that we can all be on the same page, and his every need will be attended to. What do I do on colony days with Casserole? I try to get up early and get his stretching in and his splints on, and I have been able to leave him for short periods of time, but I don't leave him with splints on for very long. He's been doing a lot better with them, not getting into trouble, but it makes for a long day for sure. It does. And we're going to do some trapping on Wednesday. So Wednesday will be one of those long days, but hopefully worthwhile. Oh, are you cute? I have ordered I looked everywhere to try to find a zip-up sweatshirt that was lined with like faux fur that I can get that's big enough to fit him inside, because he loves all of the faux fur blankets. He gets all like biscuity and he purrs and like sticks his face in there and drools all over. So I have ordered a sweatshirt that I can on the plane smuggle him into, and then hopefully he'll be happy traveling that way. Unless we get busted, then you'll have to go back in your little... I also have oh, wet. I tried to stretch your left stump. You were on to me. What's this? He is not currently taking pain meds for his physical therapy. I think that it is uncomfortable for him at times, just like it would be if you were, doing physical therapy. But he's not in constant pain from it, and I don't want to make him an addict. So I'm super careful and very observant about what he's telling me when he's doing his physical therapy. So like when he had his sore on his right stump, it definitely was painful. So he was getting pain meds until that was feeling better. But he's going to need lots more pain meds in his life. So trying to take it easy on him. I was watching some of the early footage of him, and I totally don't remember him being so, like, he looked terrible. He looked terrible on the video. Like, when I looked at him, I never saw him that way. Because I would see, like, just the little, you know, sparks of life in him from time to time. But, boy, watching the video, he definitely was looking pretty pathetic for a few days there. Pretty pathetic. But it's funny how I don't remember it that way. No. Where are you going? He's going to escape. He wants to play with the bunny. But he's all splinted up. I know, I'm sorry. It's so mean. Yeah, hopefully he won't have little tantrum. He still doesn't like to be left alone. Like, he eats different food than the teens, and also they would steal all of his food, so he eats in a separate room, and I usually will sit in there with him, but if I ever leave him in there, he becomes outraged and lets me know. So hopefully, I don't think he will be alone for very long on our trip, but I've been trying, yeah, he's very cute. And I'll have to modify the room so that he can get onto the bed and everything. Oh yeah, I will. We have talked about the vaccines, and we will definitely talk about doing them in his tail or somewhere else. That is a good point, because sometimes if he only has 2 legs, and there's always a slight risk when you do vaccines of a complication, and so typically you do them in one of the legs as far down as you can. But yeah, in his case, it is probably a good idea to do it somewhere else. That is a good point. He's definitely getting bigger. No. Cassidy is still on kitten food, and the teens are obviously on adult food. They do not need high growth formula. Right, Bunny? Casserole does not snore. He purrs really loudly. He's not a big purrer when he's awake. He doesn't do a lot of purring. But when he gets sleepy or wants snuggles, he will report to his fuzzy blanket and or like my head and start making biscuits, and he purrs really, really loud. And he'll do that for probably a half hour. I always try to get video of it, but it's always too dark when he's doing it. It's pretty cute though. I got a little bit of video of it on one of the videos that I made. I have a little clip. Are you so handsome? His nose is getting blacker. I'm sure some of you may have noticed that there's more black pigment in his nose than there was. Just like with Pantaroo, who started out with a partially pink nose and is all black. And Badger also. Badger's nose is black now. He does great with the litter box. He occasionally, like this morning for some reason, will leave a little poop trail for me, not in the litter box, but I think it's because he was downstairs and he was too far away. He does have litter boxes pretty close by, but the ones he uses frequently all have like ramps and steps and stuff so he can get in, and then he has a big boot tray one that's very low. Right, buddy? You have many options, and he's 95% really, really good about it. Basically like any other cat. Look how you've grown one eyebrow back. That's good. You have one eyebrow. Well, actually you have more, but one white one. His whiskers are growing back. All of his whiskers and eyebrows fell out when he was so sick and his fur started growing in white. All of his whiskers and eyebrows broke off and fell out. Yeah, but they're all back now. Casserole with other people, he employs Platypus as his first line of defense. He has warmed up to Dr. Ferguson a bit. There are a few people that he will overcome Platypus eventually for, but he's pretty, oh no. He's pretty committed to platypusing. Platypus is when the ears go down and he gets really ferocious and flat. Platypus, you're an expert platypuser. I did see the comet and the kittens with the bug. That was super fun. That's a great toy. He is definitely bonded to me. That is very true. Despite all of the stretching and everything, which I'm a little surprised that he continues to tolerate me. I'm sure that he will platypus for Dr. Marcel and Little. I'm sure that he will. Oh, are you such a good boy? You are a good boy. We definitely will try to video and or possibly broadcast from North Carolina. I don't know what the internet situation will be, but, and of course, you know, I can't like Periscope or anything, or it would cost like $15,000. But I will try to record some video and etc. Oh. Actually, funny that you should ask, but just now, wait a second. Just now I've gotten some ringworm results. In the email. Joy's second ringworm result is negative. Yay. That's very exciting. So Joy is officially clear. Sorry, I got distracted. Hold on, stand by. Stand by. Elf is negative for ringworm. That's very exciting. Yay. That's her first negative. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And drum roll, please. Microfloof is, wait for it, negative. That's, everybody has had one negative now, and the big cats have had two, so they're officially clear. That is exciting. Woo, that is awesome news. That makes me super happy. Okay, let's look at the calendar, because this is only our first negative. Now with these guys, we're gonna continue ISO protocol, because with Comet and Joy and Hollybell and Mistletoe, we knew there was only very minor contamination, and that it was very unlikely that there was any like remnant spores in the environment. But even though we've been cleaning and doing following all the protocol, it still would be prudent for us to continue with the ISO protocol for another week or so. But no more baths and no more meds. That is awesome. I know, I'm a little teary too. It's so great. I can't believe that they were cleared so quickly. So exciting. Jingle definitely needs some kisses and nose boops. Will we now shave ringworm kitties from the start? That's a good question. So it's going to depend on how the ringworm is presenting. If they have lesions, most of the time, most of the ringworm we've seen has been lesions, and then there aren't necessarily infected hairs that are glowing. And so in that situation, we may clip around the lesions, but not shave the whole cats. Unless they're floofy, we may do a little more shaving. If it's a situation like these guys where they had just glowing hairs everywhere, then I think we would probably bathe them once or twice and start treatment, and then maybe a week in do a shave. And the reason we would potentially wait is because of the amount of contamination that would be released if we shaved before treatment would be significant. And so I think if we treated and we could reduce the number. Oh, so such a good friend. Bartlett is Muzzlepuff's favorite cat to attack. So I'll do the second round of tests 2 weeks from the date we did the first round on Nicholas and Jingle, which was that was like, what day is it? That was what, last Monday? Let's see, what day did we get results? I think that was Monday the 4th. So we're already a week past that, which is good. So I think the 18th we will do our second. What is going on over here? Oh. Are you such a pain in the butt? You need to reclaim your tent. Reclaim your tent. What's that? So second ringworm for the goose. Romper room. That's very exciting. It's a fairly common sight to see the red tent tumbleweeding across the room. That is very exciting. I'm going to let them. That's very exciting. So yeah, so I'll talk to Mountain View. We're going in tomorrow for our weekly Cassidy appointment, and then also Mary is going in for her heart ultrasound. Uh-oh. And so we'll figure out when they want to do spays and neuters. Oh, another kitten with no hind feet. Yes, so we just returned our wheelchair to Handicap Pets Canada because they had another kitten that needed one, and so they have that one. And if Jarrett is watching, he made one that worked really well for Cassidy, perhaps he would be willing to help them, or perhaps Handicap Pets Canada would be willing to make another one. I will have to check that out. Dawn does some great stuff with feral cats too. So Mary, the Christmas Eve cat, will be going home this week, which reminds me I need to call her adopter and make arrangements. Tomorrow's going to be one of those extremely busy days. So, what do you think, Barty? What do you think? But she should be going home tomorrow or Wednesday, possibly. Really wonderful home, and they did detect a heartwormer at her spay appointment, and so the specialist will be in on Tuesday, and so they're going to do a heart ultrasound and have the specialist read it and make sure that or just find out what level, what grade of heartmurmur it is, and if it's something that it could very likely be caused by her miscarriage and the blood loss and all of that was happening, or it could be something that she's always had. So we just don't know, and we don't necessarily want to send her into a home knowing that she could potentially have issues, but not being able to provide information about what that means and what might be involved, and make sure that her adopter is still okay with that. So hopefully it's just something very minor or temporary even. So we will find out. Dr. Ferguson and Dr. Henderson are very good at detecting heart murmurs, so that's why we seem to have so many of them, because they're very good at detecting them. Right, Barty? Barty agrees. So, lots going on over here. We still need an adopter for Joy and Holly Bell, so if anyone has room in their heart and home for two adorable, very sweet, very purry former ferals that came from the same colony as Casserole, go to tinykittens.com/adopt, fill out an application. We do accept out of area applications, especially when it would result in an exceptional home. So like look at Piney and Mr. T moved to Long Beach, California, and see how well they're doing. They're also from the same colony as Casserole and Joy and Holly Bell. So Jolly are doing very well. They even have their own couple name, Jolly. So they're super sweet and super funny, and you guys will love them. Whoever is lucky enough to bring them home. They're being adopted out as a bonded pair. And what else? I'll try to bring this closer. Mistletoe and Comet have a super wonderful home, but the adopters had some travel plans, and so won't be able to take them until February, the first week in February, so they'll be around for a while. Looks like we will have the romper room kittens around for potentially another maybe 2 weeks. Wait, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. So that's good. Oops. And then we'll finally have some room to bring in if we see a pregnant cat at the colony. Hopefully we'll get most of them trapped and spayed and neutered before then, but I know that there's no way we'll get everybody. And there are still many more on the side of the property we don't have access to. So, oh, aren't you so handsome? Look at that tail. Oh no, where are you going? Oh no, too much playing with Bartlett's tail. Uncle Barty, he just left you. I have not seen any pregnant cats lately out there. Some of them look pregnant because they're pretty pudgy for the winter, but I'm not expecting to see any this month, but it's always possible. You're so handsome. Most of the cats in this area do observe kitten season, and it's been quite a cold winter, so there haven't been pregnancies happening. There are always a few here and there, but they're mostly with owned cats or like barn cats. The property owner is always on the lookout, but probably we have 4 to 6 more weeks before things start happening. You want to see his? So there's the top view of his. Whoops. Legs hyperextended. There's his femur and his tibia hyperextended. It should be bending this way. That's his belly in the way. You can sort of see how big of a difference in the angle there is between splinted and not splinted. Bunny, what are you doing? Did you find some dishes to lick? You did, I know you did. It's going to take a long time to get to North Carolina. There are no direct flights, unfortunately. So I think it's about a 10-hour itinerary. But, so that will be a long day for the casserole. I wonder if we could travel with fluids on the airplane if we're with a medical, if it's for medical purposes. Not that he would need them. Then I would just make him have to pee. He does, his travel carrier is pretty cool because both of the sides expand out, so I will be able to offer him the use of a litter box, and hopefully can take him out and let him stretch his legs a little bit, hidden in my sweatshirt. You know what? We really do need a private jet. That would be great. Lori's right. There's also a 3-hour time difference, so it's going to be it's 3 hours earlier there. So for those of us who stay up till 3 in the morning and get up later, it's going to be a bit of a. It's going to be like traveling to Japan. We'll have some jet lag. Won't we, casserole? What is that bunny doing? Don't. She's setting a bad example for you. Don't think that you should be doing that. Surgical pinning of the joint probably would not be recommended because we want him to move. We want him to actually move his stifle and flex it on his own. So it's important that it is not immobilized. He can even, I've made these splints so that he can move them. He just can't hyperextend them. So it's a sticky wicket. Where did all your little friends go? Why is that bunny looking at us? What you doing? You should let me put your splint on this side. Don't you think? He says, no, I don't think. You're pushing your luck, lady. Oh. Don't you think we should just try, though? Let's try. Maybe we'll relocate everything up here. You hang out there for a second. I'll be right there. Here. What are you doing? What are you doing, little puss? Oh, so cute. You got somewhere to be. He's debating making one small. I'm gonna make one modification to his splints. So you guys just watch him for a minute. You want someone to play with you? You're not miracle kid, like totally play with you. What you doing? Alright, just modifying the splint. This is that neat plastic stuff that you can reheat and then mold into any number of shapes. We'd be in big trouble without this stuff. Right, buddy? Oh. So I just have to wait till it cools and hardens. But you can see how it's has this like so that it can flex but not extend. And I had to make these bigger and stronger because he on his left side will pull his tibia to the side instead of like it's supposed to bend like this, but he will pull it to the side and pull it out, which is obviously not what we want. So Those helped keep it in the splint. So, and there's the bunny brisket. A brisket of bunny. Oh, hey buddy. What's up? So I'm going to prepare the materials while it hardens. Oh, and I need to put his cushion, your cushion. I need to get your cushion. Okay. Oh. I'll be back. Okay. Okay, so that's getting there. This is just some memory foam to give him some padding. Since he is a kitten with sensitive stumps. Right? So let's see, what kind of teeth are we going to use today? And where's the blue stuff? Oh, oops. It would be easier to do with an extra hand. Or two. Okay. Okay, so that's okay. Hey buddy, guess what? What do you think? Can we roll you this way? I have to get as much of the loose skin up to the end of his stump as possible. His first little growls. Oh, Uncle Barty is going. Oh no, Uncle Barty's going in the tent. That's not going to help. Uncle Barty. I tried to distract him. This is not going to help us. We want a quiet, sleepy casserole. Do you think we should try what we did on the other side? Your friend Barty stole your tent. So I'm slowly flexing his knee to fit the splint. Oh, that's a big sigh. A big sigh. Are you gonna go to sleep? Basically, every time he moves, he's using his tibia stump as a foot, so it's bending. It's hyperextending the way a foot normally would bend to absorb shock and all of that stuff. And so in order for him to keep his knee and get implants that would replace the lower tibia and the ankle and the foot, he needs to be able to control his knees and prevent them from hyperextending. And so his muscles are really tight and reinforcing the hyperextension, so he needs to be stretched and for like hours a day, and then he needs to like the splints help me prevent him from hyperextending for longer periods of time, and it allows him to move around and not get as frustrated, because if I just hold him and stretch him, he gets frustrated after a while because he doesn't want to sit there for long periods of time. So I can put the splints on, and then he can sort of drag himself around, although it's not super fun for him, but it's better than me trying to hold him and do it. But the downside of the splints is that it's not as good of a stretch as if I'm doing it manually, so I have to do both things. I can't just strap him in and let him go, because like the angle's not as great as it could be. Here, let's go see Uncle Barty. Let's go see Uncle Barty. I know, buddy. And then he's usually pretty mad when he first gets them put on. I know, buddy, come on. So I try to like find him a comfortable position or a distraction, or Uncle Barty makes a good distraction, doesn't he? I'm gonna go see Uncle Barty. I know, buddy. I know. You're okay. Want your track toy? Wanna go somewhere? How about some treats? You want some treats? Here, how about to lay down and I'll get you some treats. will be the most popular kitten around. I know, everybody wants treats. I'm trying to find a small piece. Oh, help. So again, if he was in pain right now, he would not be so easily distracted with a treat or with toys. What he's expressing is frustration. There's definitely a difference because he definitely has been in pain since I've had him, and when he is in pain, then you can't just give him a treat and he's fine. Oh, you're so pudgy already. Do you really need more treats? Do we share one with Uncle Barty? We share one with Uncle Barty. Oh my gosh. One for the miracle kitten. One for the... Ow! You're not very good at taking treats. Too excited. One for the bunny. Bunny takes it like a lady. Yes. Okay, good job. No, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Isn't it? See? You're okay. Oh no. Uncle Barty. There we go. See? You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. So this is what I've been doing for basically since how long has it been? How long has it been? Have we been doing this every day for? It's what, January? Probably October, November, December. So it's been almost 4 months of physical therapy. Although it's been much more intense the last 6 weeks. Trying to get the knees saved for the implants. Bartlett, what happened? Are you stuck in the tent? How did you do that? What did you do? Let me help you. Oh, I can't do it from over here. I know, but what did you do? Entire thumb through there? Alright, Barty needs a tent extraction. What did you do? There we go. Should we trim let's trim that thumbnail. He managed to get his entire thumb through the tent. There. Oh, let's do all of them while we're here. Good job, buddy. Should we do this side too? Since we have you here. Oh. Okay, let's do it this way. Oh, Barty. That didn't hurt Nobody can hear you, buddy. There. Good job, buddy. Oh. Was that you? Do you want to be on him too? Were you not getting enough attention? Do you want your cheese toy? Oh, Barney's gonna get it. Where are you going? Like they would make such an easy target right now. You could totally stalk them. You're okay. Okay, let's go. Where are we going? Oh, okay. Sofa? Do you need more treats? No, 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 no. No. Alright. You're okay. You're okay. Okay, let's go. Where are you going? Oh no. I got the lid off. We got the lid off your treats. No. No. Oh my gosh. I know, they're big jerks, aren't they? Wanna get him? Go get him. What do you think? You're okay. Get it. Oh no. You scared? Lay down on all the cords. How about, do you want to get on your sofa? Let's go put you on your sofa. Now a little nap. Okay, how about a little nap? That's a good boy. Hopefully we can get like maybe an hour. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh, the hooligans have come a-running. There you go. Hey, 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 hey. You guys can have a treat if you snuggle with Miracle Kitten. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to try to leave. We'll see if he'll take a little nap for a while. That's always best. And maybe I will turn sound off so that I can make a few phone calls, and got some arrangements to make for all of our various appointments this week. We have lots going on this week with Joy and Holly being spayed, hopefully trying to find them a home, Mary's ultrasound, and Cassidy's appointment tomorrow, and all sorts of things going on this week, so trying to trap. So I will turn off the volume, and then when we're done with this, I will post the video below, unless there's some sort of, sometimes if the laptop or the feed crashes, I can't post it, but as long as that doesn't happen, I will definitely post it, so you guys can keep watching. I'm just going to turn the sound off so I can make some phone calls unattended in his splints. So thanks for tuning in though. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, sorry. We've done those. You don't have to listen to the cheese toy anymore.